Hey, I'm Heather. Do you love yarn? Love creativity? You belong here at Strings and Threads, your go-to spot for crochet, knitting, and a fun, interactive community. Let's create together. Subscribe now and join the fun. Hey guys, it's great to see you. I know I've been kind of MIA other than for Battle of the Stitches, and there are a couple reasons for that. One, I wanted to let you know that I am working on the Advent Christmas crochet along, and in the summer is the best time for me to get all those clues made because I won't have time once the school season starts. The second reason is because I have been looking at all of my analytics and stuff like that, and whenever I do a video where I'm speaking about something, it gets so few views. So most of my views are with my video tutorials. So I realize that I guess for the most part, people really don't want to hear me talking, but they are interested in my designs. So I'm going to probably gear my channel a little bit more in that direction after I can get this Advent Christmas crochet along going. But I wanted to let you know of another crochet along that's going to be happening. And a lot of you have already heard that I was hired by Knitpal to help them with Amazon Lives and other various projects. I'm going to be hosting a Tunisian sweater crochet along in their Facebook group and on their YouTube channel. So I'm going to link everything in my description just so that you can find it easily. So there's the Knitpal Tunisian crochet group. And if you're like, oh, it's Tunisian crochet, no way. This is a very, very easy pattern. It's something that is shown very easily. If you can crochet, I think you would have no problem making this Tunisian crocheted sweater. It's not difficult, and I show you how to do the stitch. The whole thing uses the knit stitch, which is not difficult in Tunisian crochet. But there's going to be a link for the video tutorial for the pattern. There's no written pattern. It's a video tutorial that we're going to follow. I'll put a link for the Tunisian Facebook group. I will put a link for the Knitpal YouTube channel. So if you're going to do the crochet along with us, I would appreciate if you could subscribe to that YouTube channel so that you can find it easily and so that you can be a part of all upcoming things. We're going to be doing a lot more crochet alongs with the Knitpal groups. There are 2 Facebook groups for Knitpal, one for Tunisian crochet, one for knitting. There's not one for regular crochet. I don't know what they're going to do about that. I did bring that up and she said she didn't want to make another group. And each of those 2 groups don't want to have anything to do with regular crochet. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I think there are a lot of people who crochet that might be disappointed. But anyway, after we finish this Tunisian sweater, I'm going to go to the knitting Facebook group, the Knitpal knitting Facebook group, and we'll do a knitting crochet along with them. And we're going to rotate. It's just a little much for me to do one for both groups at the same time. So we're going to rotate, but they'll constantly be a crochet along or knit along going on with the Knitpal YouTube. So if you're interested in doing that kind of thing, I would suggest subscribing and becoming part of those Facebook groups and, you know, joining all the fun that we're having. I have trivia right now going on in the knitting group because they don't have a crochet along going on. So I thought I would do some knitting trivia with them, and that's been a lot of fun. And I'm open to other ideas. You might have a good suggestion for things that we could do to increase engagement as well. And I hope that you would join along with us for these crochet alongs. I wanted to tell you what I was going to be using for my yarn. The pattern that we're doing calls for a bulky yarn. And so I'm going to be using the Knitpal Ombre Encore. This color is called White Lavender. And I think it's going to make a gorgeous heavy sweater, bulky, chunky sweater. And this recommended hook size, crochet hook size, is 6.9 to 9 millimeter, but when you are doing Tunisian crochet, they always recommend that you go a little bit higher with your crochet hook. So I'm going to be using a 10 millimeter. This is a double-ended. This isn't what I'm going to be using to make the sweater. I'm going to be using one with a cable because this is going to be big and you're going to need something big. But I was just showing you about how big a 10 millimeter Tunisian crochet hook is. I'm excited to get this started and to, the pattern is size inclusive, so don't worry about it just being one size. She shows you how to make the sweater based on measurements. And so you'll be able, whatever size you are, you'll be fine. You could also use any size yarn that you would like. If you wanted to make a thinner sweater, you could, because it goes by measurements, not by, not by a certain number of stitches. So you could use thinner yarn, heavier yarn. I'm just going with what she recommended. Since she recommended bulky, I thought that I would also use the bulky. But, it might be fun to also make it in a thinner yarn and have a lighter sweater. But I do appreciate you watching, especially since this is a talking video, so I'm guessing it's not going to get too many views, and even fewer views that make it all the way to the end here. But I do appreciate if you did make it all the way to the end. I really appreciate that, and I thank you for watching and supporting my channel. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.